It was a pretty beautiful day in the mountains. The Kananaskis River was tinkling along. There was frost on the willows and the bankside grass. I found this spruce grouse at the side of the road, poking around. And just up the way, a spring seep. It looked like somebody had painted it, but, you know, algae. At the top of Highwood Pass, these beautiful frost crystals. The sun was strong enough to melt a bit of the snow, and the air was cold enough to freeze it right back again. Gorgeous. On the east side of the pass, it was sunny and warm. And there was just enough snow on Storm Mountain to show off the bends and the folds in the rock. The Highwood River was flowing through forest covered with fresh snow up here where it's born. In the shadow of the mountains, that stuff doesn't get much of a chance to melt. But where the sun was shining, it was really pleasant. Up at the pass and on the other side of the mountains, it was a bit chilly. But down here, the sunshine was warm. And, strangely, there was very little wind. The Highwood River Valley was enjoying a pretty lovely early winter day. And so was I. These bighorn sheep were grazing placidly on the bare slopes. So I left them to bask in the sunshine and headed home. But when I loaded the cards into the computer and went to look at the pictures, oops. I had changed cards in the camera when I was photographing the raven, and what must have happened is I put the same one back in and erased it. Everything I'd shot in the morning was gone. So I went back to try to shoot it again. And needless to say, it was a completely different day. Oh, don't get me wrong now, it was really quite lovely. I like it when the snow is coming down like this. And if I hadn't come back, I wouldn't have found this guy, a kingfisher. No idea why it was still hanging around here. But yes, it was a completely different morning from the day before. But that just means different opportunities. Like here at Barrier Lake. There is virtually no wind, and the shoreline was reflecting in the still unfrozen waters. And of course, O'Shaughnessy Falls. I stop there far too often, but I just love how that spring creek splashes along. But the further west and south I went, the heavier the snow became. I found this squirrel nibbling on a spruce cone, and then pulled into a parking lot to watch the snow fall. And man, was that snow falling. But it was my favorite kind of snow. Big flakes just sifting straight down, landing on everything, piling up, dumping every once in a while in these little mini avalanches. It was absolutely gorgeous. And if I hadn't made that stupid mistake with the card, I never would have seen it. So, oops.